everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness, and the Secret Hideout, which is a Jrpg that released back in 2019 on the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And I picked this game up as well as its sequel, Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy. Got them both on sale. I spent like $20 on the first game and $30 on the sequel. And it's pretty funny because I saw this past weekend for Black Friday, they were selling both games for $30 on Steam, and Kelly Tecmo was saying, you gotta play these two games before the third game releases in February, which, yes, there's an overarching plot going on with all these games, and you definitely gotta play them in order. And I almost think there wasn't gonna be a sequel, but the first game sold so well that they said, oh shit, we gotta do a sequel. And then the second game sold well, so they said, oh, let's just wrap things up with a trilogy, right? So anyway, let's get to talk about Ryza. How would I best describe it? Let's start with that. So, I would best describe this game as a comfy, coming-of-age JRPG. And the prerequisite to playing this game is you have to like all the JRPG cliches, because they're to the max in this, and I love all the JRPG cliches, so there's no problem here. I absolutely love that stuff. And the hook was really good in this. It basically starts with Ryza, Rysalind Stout, waking up and saying, I want to go on an adventure. And that's exactly what she does. She gets up, leaves her house, and goes off on her adventure. Meets up with her friends Lent and Tao, and figures out what she's going to do next. It was so funny because she's walking out the door, and her mother's yelling at her like, Rysalind, you got to help your father on the farm. And she's not even listening to her mother. She's ignoring her, just walking out the door. So yeah, and it's set on this island, Kirkin Island. It's nice and peaceful, or so we think anyway. And you know, the first 4 hours or so is it's kind of slow, I guess. It introduces you to all the mechanics. The big mechanic in all the Atelier games is crafting using alchemy. And Ryza comes in contact with these characters, Leela and Empel. And Empel is an alchemist who teaches Ryza, you know, how to use alchemy. And the first 4 hours or so, you're going around gathering everything, and you can really interact with everything. Like, you see those crates over there, break them, gather the goods inside. The sand, pick it up. The tree, chop it down. The river, go fishing. Get everything you can, and because you're going to need it to craft things, that's for sure. And, you know, you start out by doing these fetch quests, going around the town, introducing you to all the characters. I mentioned Lent and Tao. Lent is like your attacker in the party, and his story is actually really cool. I liked it quite a bit. His father is a former knight who has turned into the town drunk, and they heavily imply that his father gets all drunk and beats Lent. And I'm like, holy shit, that's pretty heavy for, you know, is presumably a lighthearted game. And Lent aspires to be like what his father once was, a noble knight, and you know, he wants to learn the way of the sword. And I thought that was a really good arc for him, and he eventually does, of course. Tao is the mage of the party, and he's always got his nose buried in books and gets bullied by people, including Bose, who is the son of, you know, not the ruler, but the head guy of the island, who has the resource of water. And I'm not going to say too much about what that's all about, because that's a major plot point. But, you know, he controls the water in the town, and therefore controls everything that goes on, and is the richest man in the town, and that whole thing. And his son is an arrogant SOB who does have a change of heart in the end, and I thought he was a great character as well. You meet this girl named Claudia, who is the healer of the party, and she's with her father, who is a traveling merchant. And then, of course, you meet Leela and Empel, who also join your party. Leela, we learn, is of the Orin race, who is a different race of people that dwell within the underworld. Yes, you do go to a place called the underworld later on. It's not as happy as it seems. And then Empel, the alchemist, who teaches Ryza how to use alchemy in the beginning. So yeah, you do these fetch quests, and then eventually you're in a competition with Bose to like travel to a certain distance, and then you come in contact with a dragon, and you gotta slay this dragon, and it is so badass, man. And yeah, the music in this game, the music has no right being as awesome as it is. You heard in the beginning there, that's just a normal battle theme. So you can imagine what the boss themes sound like. That's a normal battle theme. And I thought all the music in this game was fantastic, from the ambience of the town to you know, the sad emotional tracks they had to, there's 2 vocal tracks as well. I think one plays in the opening, and then the other one, which I loved, was the end credits theme. Fantastic. I love that song. It's called Crocus, if you want to look it up. I thought that was a terrific song, and the OST was great. One nitpick I do have, although I learned to like it, was the fact that there's no English dub. It's just Japanese all the way through. And whenever I play video games or watch anime or whatever, I always prefer English dub. So early on, I'm kind of like, this is lame. But I learned to like it. I especially loved in battle when you use the male characters and they would use their powerful attacks, just the things they would shout out. They just sounded so badass. And then Ryza, the sound effects she makes when she's gathering is just so cute. Like, there's one when she's picking up something really heavy and she's like, oh my! And it's like, oh man, I thought it was good, and I loved I learned to like all the voice acting anyway. In the beginning, I'm like, fuck, I want English dub, but I learned to like it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story, like I said, early on starts as like a fetch quest type thing, but opens up, and you get the feels, man. At least I got the feels, and I thought the ending was great, and it definitely sets up the sequel, which takes place 3 years later. So, you know, we'll be finding that shortly. And then as for the combat, it's turn-based, but it's kind of hard to describe. I'll show you gameplay in a minute here. You have 3 party members at once. You only control one, and then the AI controls the other 2, and you can direct them to just use regular melee attacks or to use AP and use more powerful attacks, where you control the main character, and then you see on the side who's going to get their turn next. But it's not like Final Fantasy X in that you can like take your time. You got to be quick. It's like ATB. So I like the combat, and of course the crafting and the alchemy. Every item you come in contact with can be crafted and turned into whatever you want, from an item like, you know, an axe to a scythe to gathering tools to a backpack to a compass to bombs and healing items and all this shit, weapons. And that's the thing too. When you level up, obviously you want to level up. That's always good in JRPGs. But your stat increases are very negligible. You'll get like 1 or 2 HP for each level up, and then 1 attack, defense, etc., etc. So what you want to do is you want to craft and forge weapons, and that's the way you can really break the game by getting overpowered. Like, obviously you want to get your level ups, that's good and all, but you're going to get your big stat increases with forging weapons. So overall, I love the game. I loved it so much that I bought the DLC. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Because I saw they obviously had a shit ton of DLC like most games have nowadays. But they had a bundle for around $25. And what really pulled me in was they had the DLC episodes. And it reminded me of Final Fantasy 15, where you played as Gladiolus, Prompto, Ignis, and Arden. And because with this, you play as each individual character and have their own arc. And there's a way you can fit it into the canon because they all take place in between the story. It's not all at the end or whatever. It's similar to Final Fantasy 15. Now it takes place in the story, except for Leela and Empel. They take place at the end of the story. And I thought it added to the character. I thoroughly enjoyed playing through the DLC. And by buying the bundle, I got all the outfits too, which I'll show you all of them. So let me cut to the gameplay, and I'll show you, some of the interface and the music and the outfits, and then a battle. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. I forgot to mention that I also got the platinum in this game because, well, of course I got the platinum. I try to get the platinum in every game I play. So I might as well go through that real quick. Pretty easy. Most of them are story related. You see the first trophy here, 95.4%. That's like 30 minutes into the game. And from there to this one is all story related. These are crafting various tools to... You need these to progress and gather more items. Like the scythe, you use it to gather, like from the shrubs and fruit and stuff that are growing. The axe, cut down trees. These are cool too. The hammer and the bomb rod. There's certain areas that are blocked off by rocks, and you need either item to break them and progress. And it's cool to go back to areas you've already visited and say, oh shit, I remember there was a rock there. I'm using the hammer, and then you find a chest or a new recipe or a new area to explore. Some cool stuff there. The fishing rod, bug net, all that good stuff. These were some of the side quests. This one was pretty funny, actually. Save the goat you're meeting on your travels. You see this goat everywhere you go. And Ryza's trying to talk to him, and all he does is go, bah. That was pretty funny. create the pudding. Do the request for Peter. This I thought was interesting too. There's a trophy to get Ryza's battle level to 50. And I thought the level cap would be 50 just based on this trophy. But after getting it, you can keep going. And I was grinding to level 99 for the late game bosses. But you can go even past level 99. So I don't even know what the cap is for the game. Maybe it is 100. But I just stopped grinding at 99. I'm not too sure. Become a braver. This one, you see on the right there, it just says attack 10, defense 10, supporter 10. You gotta get your items to all equal those levels, and you get that trophy. Simple enough. Fatal Drive, I thought this was interesting too. Only 18.5%. This tells you that people benched certain party members that never use them again, but you just gotta use all their special techniques. Ryza's alchemy to level 99. You just gotta spam craft philosopher stones, and you'll get it in no time. Get all the recipes. If you explore and open every treasure chest, you'll be sure to get it. Yeah, most of these are just pretty simple. Open all the chests. These are the optional bosses. Gotta fight them all. You don't have to fight them all, but I had to fight them all. So easy enough to get the platinum there. And you see I'm currently, obviously, starting my Let's Play of this and then playing Star Ocean. So let's boot this up. I'll show you some of the interface and some of the music, the outfits on the characters, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet either, but from Gust and Koei Tecmo. And Eric Landon has a saying with the Gust games, they're Gust-delicious because of the way that they animate all the waifus. And there are jiggle effects in this game, that's for sure. So that's always a plus, right? It is for me anyway. And yeah, so it's loading. I don't know what my playtime is because there's no timer, which is kind of a shame. I'd like to tell you how long the game actually was, but I would guess probably 40 to 50 hours. Let's start. So episode, this is the DLC. You just get additional stories for each character. This is Claudia's, Lentz. Well, the best episode here was definitely Empel and Leela, and then Lentz was the second best in my opinion. Great character, man. Tao, Empel, and Leela, and then this one you have the whole party again, and this is a way to, you know, shill the swimsuit DLC. This was cool too. Extra. I'll show you this. When you get to a certain point, you get these little images, right? And I thought they were sweet. Campsite. So, oh fuck, that's kind of like a spoiler. Alright, well, we won't do that. And, yeah, these are all the characters. Great cast of characters. That's Lent's father, the town drunk. Boats. And then this is all the music. You get this all here. Great OST. So let's boot it up. And here we are in the secret hideout where we can craft things. So, let's see, how can I best describe this? So, you know, you start crafting something. This says requires an uni. And if we put 4, use the gold uni, you'll get physical damage S, small. And you play around here with this, use some fuel. We want, how many do we want? 5? Fire. So you keep fucking around here and you'll get different skills, right? You see the effects, exploding spikes. We got it at L for large. Oh, that one is fading strength. That lowers the opponent's strength. And yeah, you just mess around here and get all sorts of cool effects and different traits. So I'm not going to craft it, just showing you. This is the forge, where you can buff your weapons, and we'll just use, like, I don't know, what should we use? We'll use that. And you can sort it by attack, and, you know, put more stuff in here to increase, you see on the right there, the attack up by 33, and you can get insanely high stats on it. What else do I have to show you? Oh, that's like the plot stuff. Right here. No, not the container. I'm trying to remember because I've been playing Star Ocean. Over here, I'll show you this guide. So I'll just show you. I did 100%. Got all the items. You see gather rate 100%. It helps you along the way. Like, these are things you can craft, and you hit it, and it tells you what materials you need, so you can find them. And then if you keep like clicking on it, maybe it's for these, where to gather them, right? You find it on Kirkin Island. This one you find in the Maple Delta. So it's helpful to tell you like where to go to find the items that you need to craft. And yeah, I 100%ed it. I'm very proud of that. Here's a little, the monsters. I get this is the first game they probably didn't know was gonna sell too well. It's all reskins, which is kind of lame. There's what, 5 different slimes there, or 6 different slimes. You got these things. These are the weasels, just recolors. All the enemies are recolors, so it is kind of lazy. But it's all right, I guess. Let's see. Over here is where we can go to the outfits, right? So with Ryza, you get all these cute little outfits for her. Gotta love that. The swimsuit, hell yeah. And she gets quite a few, but everyone else just has their swimsuits. There's if you like the fan service for men, I guess. The best outfit though is Leela. Because first of all, that's her regular outfit, and look at the jiggle, man. You see? Whoa. And you get her into the sexy one piece. Goddamn. But anyway, let me go and show you a map. So this is the whole world map. I guess this is spoiler alert because this shows you everywhere you can go. But this is where you fight really powerful enemies. And I'll just show you a bit of the combat. So what you do is you want to get a first strike on an enemy. And this may just be a normal slime, or Puni as they're called in this game, but this is the DLC island, so everyone's extremely powerful. And you'll see on the left there, everyone's order. And Ryza and Emple are being controlled by the AI, while I control Leela. And she says, look, deal wind damage. So if I deal wind damage with Leela, Ryza will do a powerful attack to you, right? And then Emple, what do you say? Do lightning? So do lightning. And he just sounds like such a badass when he calls it an attack, doesn't he? And then we can do this. Now we got him stunned. See the bottom? The top bar right there is their HP. And the bottom bar is like the stagger and stun gauge. So now he's broken. He's break. He can't move. He's moving really slowly, so now we can just beat the shit out of him. And this, once he's stunned, see it says use your skills. If you use a skill, they'll do a crazy attack. Like, look, she's doing like fucking Kamehameha. So the combat's really fun. I'm so overpowered right now that it's not really a challenge. I just want to show you some of the cool flashy animations. I'll show you one of the fatal drives too, might as well. So, yeah, here's like a resource you can gather, right? A nectar fruit. Ah, fuck. I want to get a first strike on him, but oh well. So what we want to do here is, you see the AP's going up? Once it gets to 10, you hit the touchpad, and it'll go to level 2. And you gotta do this up to level 5, and you can do a fatal drive, which is an extremely powerful attack. And holy fuck, Emperor, what's going on with you, bro? You gotta heal. Oh, I use it on Ryza, but the elixir targets everybody, so it works. Let's heal him up. And dude, this music, man, I'm telling you what, man. Our regular battle theme has no right being this good. So I just want to get to tactical level 5, and I guess we'll do Ryza's special technique, right? Let's fuck, he's gonna use a powerful attack. Let's use this. Come on. I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time. I might kill him. I'm gonna get to level 5, but it's not gonna work. Oh my god, look at her go. Oh, don't kill him, please! I want to use Ryza's Fatal Drive. No! We just got to it. Alright, let's try one more battle. I guess level 99 is the max, so I'm not getting any more experience. Alright, cool. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I should mention this too. I saw Eric Landon's review of this game some time ago, and he mentioned how difficult the game was. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? This game was really easy. And I mean, I played on normal difficulty. I probably could have gone up a bit to hard or whatever beyond the hard difficulty. But, you know, it wasn't difficult. You just gotta learn to, like, make the proper weapons, I guess. I think Eric Landon, I like the guy, but I think he speedruns a lot of his games because he has to do his content, which I don't blame him. But maybe if he takes his time a little more, he would understand the games and not say Atelier Ryza is a difficult game. It's not. But anyway, alright, cool. Let's use Ryza's Fatal Drive, right? You charge it up and you get this flashy attack. I loved Ryza's voice actors. So cute. And every character gets a flashy attack like that with their Fatal Drive. So, I will now cut back to myself and give some more final thoughts. Okay, so those are my final thoughts on Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness, and the Secret Hideout. I hope I could convince you guys to give it a try. If you can find it for $30, $20, definitely pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. You'll definitely enjoy it if you like the over-the-top Jrpg tropes like I do. And I look forward to playing Atelier Ryza 2. I am currently playing through Star Ocean, The Divine Force. And I'm going through Raymond's story. So I'm not sure. I definitely want to do Leticia's story as well. But I don't know if I'm going to play it right away. We'll see what happens. So I will be playing through Atelier Ryza 2 after Star Ocean. And then I already have my pre-order in for Atelier Ryza 3. I can't wait for that one. And that releases, I believe, at the end of February. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Everybody have a great day.